Hey guys, happy Tube Tuesday. It's me, Moon Pies. Look what came in the mail today. House of Cards Against Humanity. Now, this is something that Netflix teamed up with the people that make the House of Cards card game, which if you've ever played it is pretty wicked fun, especially if you're playing with people with like twisted minds. The more twisted they are, I guess the more sick and fun the game becomes. And the two companies got together. Basically, Netflix called the Cards Against Humanity people to say, hey, can't we put out some special edition to promote House of Cards 2? And this was, back earlier this month. They actually offered them for free, and they're no longer free anymore. You can't; they're sold out. The free, I don't know if something free can sell out, but you go to houseofcardsagainsthumanity.com. They'll tell you that they no longer have these cards. But back then they were going to ship it in a week, and I got here maybe 2-3 weeks later. But you can print them out. So here, let's just open up. We're going to unbox the House of Cards Against Humanity. And if you're familiar with the game, it's pretty much a matching game where you take a card and everyone has to match like the best match. And usually the answers can be pretty out there. And here we are. It's a small little pack, the card deck. And while I try to open this without making too much of a fool of myself, it's like those CD covers, those DVD covers. It's hard to peel off. Cards Against Humanity, Netflix promoting the second season of House of Cards, called the Cards Against Humanity. I'm getting confused. It is a tongue twister. And basically said, hey, can we put out these cards? And they were given free. And you didn't even have to be a Netflix subscriber or anything. You just had to show up at House of Cards Against Humanity. Combine the House of Cards and Cards Against Humanity to get the cards. And let's check them out for those familiar with the game. But again, if you didn't get this, it's not that big of a deal. If you have a printer and you don't mind printing out sheets, you can actually go to the actual Cards Against Humanity, the main website for and they actually let you print out stuff. And even an expansion pack, you can play a game with an expansion pack. You don't need the full thing. And basically, it's House of Cards pack. And in the back, you probably can't see a real fine print, but it says, you hold in your hands proof that Cards Against Humanity has finally sold out. The cards did sell out, even though they're free. A pack of cards promoting the new season of House of Cards, which premieres on Netflix on February 14th. And yeah, I got this almost a week and a half later after it started. House of Cards tells the story of Frank Underwood, a congressman with morals as flexible as his southern accent, and Zoe Barnes. Can I give no spoiler alerts on Zoe. An awkward teenager trapped in the body of her mother for just one day. Note to self, check this before sending to printer. To research this pack, we talked with the head writer of House of Cards and watched almost all of the first season. Like many of you, we can't wait to see what all of our favorite characters like Remy Danton and Peter Russo do in Season 2. I guess that's... anyone who saw Season 1 will know that Peter Russo. Remy's still there for Season 2, but... Well, I'm not going to ruin anything for you. This is not about spoilers. This is about actually checking out the contents of the cards. And you basically have the black cards, and there's usually a lot more of the white cards, which are the response cards. But let's say, here it is. I can't believe Netflix is using blank to promote House of Cards. And that's one of the cards right there. And everyone would actually go around and basically just match the card that they thought would be the funniest or most fitting. It could be, here we have a homoerotic subplot, forcing a handjob on a dying man. As I told you, these cards, this game is not for the weak of heart and not necessarily G-rated. Ribs so good they transcend race and class, a reference to obviously Freddy's ribs. The sensitive European photographer who's effing my wife. I'm going to clean that up, but here it's actual reward. So if you're printing this out for your young children, you should probably think twice about it. Strangling a dog to make a point to the audience. And that's not a spoiler alert. That's in the first 30 seconds of the first season of the show. I'm not going to keep going with these, but obviously, they're pretty racy. And here it goes, I can't believe Netflix is using, so you blank, I guess the strangled dog to promote House of Cards. Or, I'm not going to lie, I despise blank. There, I said it. A wise man said, everything is about sex, except sex. Sex is about, and then blank. And people just put one of these cards, usually the bigger the group, the better. And they all just put in their card that they think is best, and then they draw another white card. So they have 5 or 6 cards to actually look at and make their choices. Corruption, betrayal, blank. Coming soon to Netflix, House of Blank. Cancel all my meetings. We've got a situation with blank that requires my immediate attention. Our relationship is strictly professional. Let's not complicate things with blank. Because you enjoyed blank, we thought you'd like blank. And these are, sometimes they come with 2 blanks, and you have to put in 2 cards in the order you want it read. So, if I put making it look like a suicide in an older man, and I'm setting, because you enjoyed making it look like a suicide, we thought you'd like an older man. That's not a good enough hand to win, but it's it's not a bad hand either, I guess. Let's see what we got. We're not like other news organizations. Here at Slugline, we welcome blank in the office, and Slugline is a blog that Zoe Barnes went to work for. If you need him to, Remy Danton can pull some strings and get you blank, but it'll cost you. And that's it. There's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is it just 9? Yep, just 9 of these of the question cards. So there's a limited playability if you're only going to play with these cards. And I think it was probably closer to about 15, maybe 16. So it's actually 25 cards in total. You have 9 question cards, 16 answer cards. And I'm pretty sure they're all they're all the same in everybody's pack. Maybe someone's gotten different questions, but I doubt it. It's not that kind of interesting thing. And obviously, they're letting you print it, so you can do it at home. But it's a neat thing that Netflix did to promote the show, which obviously House of Cards 2 did very well. And it just so happened last night I finally got around to the 13th and final episodes. But again, no spoilers out of me. But that Garrett Walker, he's a pretty soft president, right? Am I right? But no spoilers, nothing, no spoilers. I'm going to stay away from that. But basically, this is the Cards Against Humanity version promotional product for a House of Cards. And even though, obviously, it's too late for you to actually get it by going to House Against Cards Against Humanity, right? Yes, houseofcardsagainsthumanity.com. I got it right at the end. But that's where you'll find these cards that you can actually print out. You can print it out on a sheet of paper, or you can actually just print out the text and then write it out on your own cards if you prefer, if you don't like to use the stock of whatever paper you're using. But either way, have some fun. Next time, if you're having friends over to watch House of Cards, either 1 or 2, not a bad icebreaker, not a bad way to go to break between the binge viewing. So that's it for this Tuesday. I am Moon Pies, Tube Tuesday. I'll see you soon. Out.